That's all they are. They're not men. They're giant man children because they are emotionally, mentally, some even physically still underdeveloped. Yet they're set out into the world, and we have that responsibility to lead our boys into understanding and defining, like, what does a man do? I think the greatest thing a man can do with his son or daughter is to assume the responsibility of, I've got to be a role model and I've got to forge information into this child. Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to grow, and I have a responsibility to do something. We can't just let time go by and let them grow. Right. We actually have to pour into them. You said it well yesterday when we were at the Squire program when you were speaking. You even have to correct yourself. You're like, look, I know plenty of men. Okay, no, I know plenty of adult males, mm-hmm. right? Because you're right, they're just giant man children. Mm-hmm. That's all they are. They're not men. They're giant man children because they are emotionally, mentally, some even physically still underdeveloped. Yet they're set out into the world, and we have that responsibility to lead our boys into understanding and defining, like, what does a man do? Are you just going to be a savage protector? Guess what? You're going to miss out on a very important part of life where you have to be gentle and soft with your kids and your spouse. So, yeah, you could also be a savage servant. You could also be a protector and a provider. You could also be willing to be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And if the dads don't teach the sons, goes back to that quote you said that if
boys don't learn, men won't know.
Boys don't learn, men won't know. Mm-hmm. And I was that. Actually, we share this in common. I learned way later in life, all this stuff. And I was like, the hell if my kid's gonna learn in his late 20s and 30s. Mm-hmm. And the first book that I got that changed my kind of paradigm on that was Raising a Modern Day Knight. Great book. Every dad should go get that book. I forget the author's name. But when I read Raising a Modern Day Knight, I'm like, holy smokes. Holy smokes. First, I gotta start doing all this stuff. I gotta have an ethos. Secondly, and my wife was pregnant with Andrew at the time. I was like, all right, I got 9 months to instill this in myself. Yeah. Live it, be it, so that I could be a role model to my son. And without that, man, it would have just been one of those things where hopefully I would have figured it out. But if I didn't, I would have just been that dad who let his son grow older, but not necessarily wiser.